Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks, and today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we are in is Regulation G. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Yo, we are back with our new Calyrex team. So this is going to be the remix Calyrex Shadow team that was inspired by the previous Shadow team that we were using in the previous REG season, but with a couple of changes, right? The core 3 remained of the Calyrex Flutter Chi-Yu, but we did swap out some different mons. I think on the last team I had something like Landorus in the Amoongus slot and like a Choice Scarf Urshifu, and also the Indeedee was on that team well. So we just changed a couple of mons, just made changed the Tera on Chi-Yu as well to make it Grass Tera. But the Flutter main and the Calyrex set pretty much remain the same because it is very consistent. So this is going to be this new Calyrex team, and this team, when I tell you, is absolutely amazing in this format. It's really strong, and the Flutter main really does a lot of activation on this team, whether it's activating the Calyrex with the fake tears to enable you to do more damage with your Ghost Tera Astral Barrages, or even enabling things with the Chi-Yu, which already does massive amounts of damage with the choice specs, and also allowing Chi-Yu to outspeed things that may be faster than base speed 100 with the Icy Wind, right? So this Flutter and this Chi-Yu, you know, they do a really good job. They have really good synergy along with the Calyrex. Now Indeedee, this is the perfect support mon for this team. It prevents you from being fake out cycled on things like your Urshifu and your Chi-Yu or your Flutter main if you tear it, and it also just enables these psychic terrains so that Calyrex can sweep. So it's a really good addition to this team. Also, you see this team likes to play really fast, and the Indeedee helps with using the Prick Room to stop the Trick Room teams, right? You also have Amoongus, which activates, I wouldn't say activates Calyrex, but it puts on pressure to where you have a fun lead where you can lead Calyrex plus Amoongus, and then your opponent has to decide whether they want to Tera or fake out or target down the Amoongus so they don't get spored, or do they want to target down the Calyrex and allow Amoongus to spore them, but also like try to remove the Calyrex before it can deal massive amounts of damage. And you put your opponent in a situation where they have, you know, like limited options, and they have to make some aggressive plays in order to not take too much damage from Astral Barrage or get put to sleep by Amoongus. So it does help in that regard. The Urshifu is here, of course, for the Incineroar. Incineroar can be pretty annoying for this team, but when you do get in a position where you're able to fake tears it with Flutter main on the field, then and you chip it down with like Chi-Yu's Heat Wave, then Ghost Tera Astral Barrage can come in and just clean up Incineroar from around 50%. If you have chipped it down and you got that fake tears placed onto it, right? So it's not necessarily hard to remove when you're just chipping it down, but Urshifu just makes that job just a little bit easier. And Urshifu also is really good lead next to Indeedee into those Calyrex Ice teams, especially the new one that just won a regional. The Urshifu, if you tear it into water, you just target down the Roaring Moon or the Calyrex, and the Indeedee can just stop the Trick Room, right? You could just target down the Roaring Moon. If they don't go for Tailwind and you're in a good spot, and they do go for Tailwind, then you can just Trick Room with your Indeedee, right? So it's a really good lead into that, and it is very strong. And this team just feels like a 10 out of 10 to me. The Urshifu also has Taunt, so you can also shut down Trick Room teams, shut down opposing Amoongus with Taunt, so that way your team doesn't really get spored. The only spore immunities you have is Grass Tera, Chi-Yu plus Amoongus, and if you redirect spore into Indeedee, it's gonna take a nap, right? So with this, you can taunt the taunt the Amoongus, so you don't have to take Rocky Helmet chip, which most Amoongus right now are carrying Rocky Helmet. So it's a really good strategy for that, and this team just feels really strong, and I had a lot of fun playing with it. And if you guys, you know, decide it's something that you want to try, if you think that Calyrex hyper offense Calyrex is the way to play it, then this is the team for you. I do see like a couple of the Incineroar, Rillaboom, double fake out redirection Calyrex teams starting to fade away from the format, but we did run into a couple in this video and we were able to, you know, play really well against them. And you can just stay tuned to see what the outcome of those battles were. So this team is just my favorite way of playing Calyrex. I never really enjoyed playing the double fake out redirection, and I felt like this team, you know, offered a lot of, you know, synergy and hyper offense, which makes Calyrex a lot more fun to play. But there is a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Pokepaste down in the description below. Let me know with a comment what you guys think about this team, and if you will subscribe, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. and every subscription helps us get closer to that goal so that we can do more with the channel. I have a couple of new things that I want to explore with the channel, but I am kind of waiting until we hit that 1,000 mark to, you know, start to bring that new stuff out. And I think it's some new ideas on the channel that you guys will love, right? So if you guys are interested in that, and if you have been following the channel and haven't subscribed yet, think about subscribing. And like I said, that helps support us. But that's gonna be it for this team breakdown. Let's go ahead and get into these battles. 2020 Pokevision. Who's the chef? Alright, so first match we got a Calyrex Mirror. So let's see who has the better Calyrex team. This is Calyrex balance, you know, double fake out, redirection, protect the king. And then we have hyper offense Calyrex. So indeed, these teams do not like going up against Indeedee. He does have Urshifu though, because I kind of want to lead Chi-Yu and then just burst everything down. I could lead Chi-Yu, Indeedee. He has Rillaboom though, so he can switch that in. I could switch Indeedee out into Flutter, right? Flutter Calyrex is like, you can't fake that lead out. I actually don't think Flutter Calyrex is too bad with Indeedee Chi-Yu in the back. Chi-Yu helps me deal with the Rillaboom, the Raging Bolt, and the Amoongus, and also really good in the Calyrex. Indeedee in the back is just to be able to pivot in terrain so that Rillaboom can't go for priority. And the core that I have that I'm bringing is not easy to like pivot, like fake out stuff. So I think Calyrex Flutter is really strong because he can't fake it out. So there's no free like setup. Alright, there's this Calyrex Urshifu. Okay. One play he can make is like I could go normal Tera, Icy Wind here, switching Indeedee. Because he could go for like Aqua Jet plus Astral Barrage into my Calyrex. To like cover for like a Focus Sash. And I'd rather not just lose Calyrex turn 1. Because I don't know if Astral Barrage KOs that Urshifu with the Icy Wind chip. It may if he's like Focus Sash, but I think he might be Scarf here. So this is a like slightly passive turn because he can just switch out his Calyrex next turn. I also could have just went Moonblast plus Astral Barrage, but that does not cover for Urshifu surviving Moonblast and being Scarf, right? If he targeted Flutter though, I'm gonna be pissed. Man, what's your Tera? Ooh, he's normal. Perfect play by me though. Oh. Alright, at least we hit the Calyrex. Oh, but he targeted that slot. Beautiful. Alright, so Calyrex is probably going to want to switch. I think this is an opportunity for me to get Chi-Yu in, because Rillaboom, I can see Rillaboom coming in here. Because your Calyrex at -1, right? Urshifu's going to go down to a Moonblast. He could double switch, but I see Urshifu probably staying in here. So I think I just want a Moonblast here and switch out into Chi-Yu. I think Calyrex should always switch here, because I mean, you're just clicking Astral Barrage, you're not really doing much. And I want to keep the terrain around for Expanding Force, since he's normal Tera. He could like double switch in Rilla Incineroar if he has it. Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna go for. Is that Rilla? Oh, it's Amoongus. But he's not switching Calyrex. Are you just protecting? Oh, he didn't even protect. Oh, okay. Going after the Flutter. That might KO me. Oh, we survived. Beautiful. Yeah, you really have no switch-ins into this. Yeah, he can switch in nothing here. It should be Rillaboom in the back. Or maybe Incineroar. But switching out Calyrex, whatever's coming in is taking a lot of damage. And Amoongus should just go down to the Heat Wave. So this is a really good spot. So the bulk on Flutter ended up paying off. Yep, there's the Calyrex gone. It's pretty cool he has Expanding Force, so he doesn't even have Indeedee, so that's kind of strange. This is the best switch in to have. So he didn't bring Rilla, so we're good with terrain. Woohoo! It did that much damage because Chi-Yu's on the field. Yeah, he has no berries, so there's nothing he can do here. We can Moonblast this slot. And then Heat Wave again. Single target Heat Wave should be enough to KO. And then we still have Indeedee's terrain in case we need to switch in, because now we can just Icy Wind again. We actually needed to hit that Heat Wave too. Amoongus put something to sleep would have been pretty problematic. But this is very strange to see Expanding Force on his team. Like, why do you have Expanding Force when you have Rillaboom, Incineroar, like Urshifu, Raging Bolt, and Amoongus? Like, you don't have Side Spam. Doesn't seem like he wants to set up either. I think he protects Calyrex here, so I'm gonna switch in Indeedee. Because I think he wants to protect and go after Chi-Yu. So I'm gonna play it safe. Because if he doesn't protect, then we just get the speed drop on both. And then we just win with our Calyrex Chi-Yu in the back. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he even went after Flutter. Oh, it's just a double protect. Oh, so he's not Choice Scarf. Alright, so what else are you running on your Calyrex? And I would argue that Expanding Force benefits him more than it benefits me. So I'm gonna Icy Wind here and follow me. Like, Flutter was so good here. And this is why, you know, Flutter is like the perfect partner for this team, because it makes things so much simpler for Calyrex and Chi-Yu by dropping speeds and reducing the special defense so they can pick up KOs. Oh, he went for the double protect. I'm not sure what the play was there. Alright, so we get the speed drop on both, which is huge. he's just damaging himself at this point. Oh, I see what he was going for. If you get the double protect on Calyrex, you don't get the speed drop. Next turn, you can Aqua Jet Flutter to stop me from dropping Calyrex speed, right? Makes sense. But at this point, we just need to get rid of the Urshifu. Wait, this isn't over yet. Hold on. Because he could protect Urshifu here. Yep. So the idea is he protects Urshifu there. And... well, he can't KO both of these. I mean, well, he can bring me down to Sash on Calyrex, right? And then he just has Aqua Jet pressure, but this play covers for Urshifu protecting. So 20/20 Poke Vision on that. Yeah, I'm glad I took my time with that play because, like, let's say he gets Astral Barrage off and we double into like the Urshifu slot. Then the Urshifu, or if we just don't double target the Calyrex slot, the Urshifu can Aqua Jet to KO my Calyrex. But even still, I would pick up the KO on Urshifu either one of those next turn, and then Chi-Yu just kind of beats that Calyrex set. So I think we were still good, but I just wanted to optimize that win. So let's get a 20/20 Poke Vision in the comments. Okay, that was a really good read by us. Nice. And we win the battle of the Calyrex Shadows. I really do think that his Calyrex Shadow is still set up. I just think that he chose to go Expanding Force to take advantage of other people's Psychic terrain instead of something like Draining Kiss since he's running normal Tera. But I do think that he's still set up with the double fake out on his team and redirection. So, but that was a fun battle. Let's get into the next one. All right, our next battle we have against Double Y. Okay, so he has Y Guard Encore stuff. Iron Valiant is so good. I don't want to deal with it because this looks like gravity stuff. How good is Amoongus here? I think if we can get rid of Iron Valiant, we can like sweep his team, right? So what's the best way to get rid of that thing? It 4 times resist dark type attacks, and it has... I could Terra Grass, Terra Blast it. I actually think I might do that because he may lead Groudon plus Iron Valiant. And then come in with Flutter Calyrex in the end game to outspeed the Chien-Pao. I like that. Amoongus kind of gets blown up by Ogerpon and Groudon with Heat Crash. And Urshifu just doesn't feel that good when his Surging Strikes are going to be reduced by the Sun. Close Combat's okay here, but I don't think it's going to get the job done. So I think I'm bringing the right 4. I really want to just click Heat Wave here. But he should expect Heat Wave, right? I really need to go to remove this Iron Valiant. He might just attack with it too. I think I go with the play that I wanted to go with because I'm in such a good spot if I can just remove this thing. And if he tries to wide guard expecting Heat Wave turn 1, I think it's a fair trade to trade my Tera in order to, not to trade revealing my Tera in order to knock out Iron Valiant so that we don't have to worry about wide guard. Alright, did you click wide guard here? Yep. 2020 Pokevision, can we get in the comments? Let's go. Alright, I need this KO here. Alright, nice gravity. Alright, this is gonna force Groudon to Tera into fire too. Nice. And that was the biggest threat, I feel like, in my opinion. So now at this point, we're just waiting for the free switch in. We just need to take one more KO so the speed drops are gonna be final, because I'm pretty sure it's Chimpa on the back. Groudon should always Tera here. I really don't want to switch in Flutter and take a Precipice Blaze. So I'm just going to wait for the free switch in. So I'm going to go for Helping Hand, Tera Blast, and Sableye. Because Groudon has to Tera here. You just saw me nuke your Iron Valiant. I know you're going to go Fire Tera. Oh! Well, excuse me. Well, I hope this doesn't KO Sableye. Oh, he disabled in the Psychic Terrain. And that's the downside to Sableye. It can't. Oh, he's Choice Scarf. Okay. Well, this game would have immediately been over if I just targeted him. Okay, I think this is fine because Chien-Pao can't Sucker Punch. Oh, it's Raging Bolt. Even better. I can Expanding Force here. So we really just need to free switch in. Free switch in Icy Wind into Expanding Force. How many turns of terrain are left? So after this, Groudon is Choice Scarf, so he can't protect. I mean, it's a chance that Groudon can be Jolly Max Speed since I'm a modest Chi-Yu set. There's a chance he can be just faster than me naturally, but if I had to place my bets, I would say that he's Choice Scarf. As long as I just need to, at this point, we just need to free switch in. Chi-Yu's job is well done though, because we forced out a Tera from Groudon, and also we took care of the Iron Valiant. So now Expanding Force Icy Wind is safe here. And this is the double switch that we were waiting for. Icy Wind should do some good chip since I have some special attack investment on Flutter. And Expanding Force, I'm hoping can pick up the KO here. Yeah, because Groudon's Choice Scarf, he's going to outspeed us, so I can't Fake Tears here. But if he's Assault Vest on Raging Bolt, he may survive. Yeah, that looks like Assault Vest on Raging Bolt. Alright, but we got the KO on Groudon, so that was the bigger one. Nice. And Raging Bolt can't really win from this position against both Flutter and Calyrex. Calyrex for special attack investment. I mean, special attack boost, and Flutter with the super effective damage. Alright,
So you drop our speeds. You still got another turn of terrain, and I think you're Assault Vest, so you can't even protect here. So GG's. It's a really cool team by my opponent, though. I think the Sableye, I don't think he can go for anything else that turn, you know? Maybe a foul play, but I don't even think if he had foul play that would have knocked out Indeedee. So I really think it was fine. I think the turn that really swung us the game was just turn 1, just removing our Valiant. Because like you saw, he went for a turn 1 wide guard. Like that just shows you like the value of how good wide guard is, especially into a team like what we have. You have to make sure that you remove those. You do have Urshifu and Chi-Yu with like Dark Pulse Surging Strikes, but you got to make sure you remove those wide guard users. That's why I don't have Dazzling Gleam on Flutter, and also why Calyrex has Side Shot, so that you can play around the wide guard. But I knew that I needed my spread attacks to be able to close that game out, with Groudon being able to hit everything with Precipice Blades and Gravity. But that was a fun game. Let's get into the next one. All right, we got rank 333, and he has... This is interesting because I would think that this is a Calyrex setup team because you have Grimmsnarl and Clefairy, but then he also has Chi-Yu and Annihilate, which typically are on more hyper offense teams. So I think I just want to go Chi-Yu and Indeedee. Urshifu is really good to break through screens. Should I be bringing the same 4? Should I bring Flutter? Urshifu is very weak in the Raging Bolt. I kind of like Flutter's being normal Tera, Icy Wind, making sure my Calyrex moves first. This can be huge in this matchup. Right. This is not the lead I was expecting. Raging Bolt early. But I think Grimmsnarl is, as long as we chip it down, I think snarling stuff down and stalling out screens is good for us. So I'm gonna Helping Hand Snarl. This also allows us to take less damage from Raging Bolt. Yeah, that's fine. That's good damage. That doesn't look like Assault Vest. Probably Life Orb. Oh, he went for Snarl himself. He may be Assault Vest. Probably should be following me here since Grimmsnarl can just punch the Chi-Yu. But chipping things down so I can get Calyrex in isn't too bad of an idea. I just really need to get Grimmsnarl to around like 30% so that Ghost Tera or Astral Barrage just picks it up. I think he wants to switch here. Okay, switch. Right. That's fine. So now I'm gonna start going for the Follow Me. Because Rocky Helmet will help get Grimmsnarl in range. And he set up Reflect, but we didn't bring any physical attackers, so. There's this Calyrex. I think I want to switch in my Calyrex here, be a little bit more aggressive, because I think he's going to set up with his Calyrex. This is risky though, because if he just attacks here, we'd probably be in a bad spot. There's a Fairy Tera. This is usually Draining Kiss, and without, I usually don't run a setup move without Draining Kiss, so. Does he not have an attack with Grimmsnarl? If he's like a bulkier Calyrex and we just outspeed him, I think that going for this Tera here, he can either win us the game or lose it, but I think we can do a lot of damage to his Calyrex. Since he's not the calm mindset. So parting shot, so he doesn't have Thunder Wave, so he doesn't have a way to slow our Calyrex down. You gotta think carefully about what you're bringing in, because this is still a Ghost Tera Astral Barrage for whatever comes in it's about to take. Hopefully this gets in range of another one KO. We move first, so I'm pretty confident that we're faster. Oh, that is huge. Alright, what's your item? Are you leftovers? Oh, he doesn't heal. Does another Astral Barrage KO Raging Bolt? I think it does, so I'm just gonna go for this. I don't think you go for Thunderclap here, because redirection is too good. I think you go for Snarl. Props to my opponent if he does go for Thunderclap though. Okay, nice. I just want to make sure we pick up this KO. And that's even with screens up. Grimmsnarl still taking like 25%. And he can't really deal with the Indeedee. Like, the redirection is so strong here. Our Calyrex is faster. Oh, okay, Chiyu's out. I mean, you're not gonna parting shot with Grimmsnarl at this point, so I can protect here and go for follow me. just want to get some damage down on Grim so I can just helping hand Astral Barrage. Is your Chi-Yu Choice Scarf too, by the way? I might have should have switched in Flutter here. I think he's Choice Scarf Chi-Yu. Actually, I hope he just knocks out my Indeedee here. I think he's Choice Scarf. I don't want to risk my Calyrex here because it's still so good. If his Chi-Yu moves before his Calyrex, that'll tell me that I made the right play. If it doesn't, then could be like slight misplay. But I do need a free switch in into my Flutter so I can Icy Wind. And then I think I'll be in a really good spot. Should go for a Draining Kiss here. But he's going to take Rocky Helmet Chip since Draining Kiss is a contact move. He is Choice Scarf, so I made the right play. And he nasty plotted. That's all I needed to see. He didn't damage to you. He didn't heal back up. So Icy Wind just KOs that if you don't protect. And now I can just click Heat Wave since Raging Bolt is gone. All we got to do is connect Icy Wind on this Chi-Yu here. We're in a really good spot. You switch in Grimmsnarl for that slot, it just gets knocked out by the Heat Wave. Well, I am -1 Chi-Yu, so it may not knock out. Flutter is so good right now to help us outspeed this Chi-Yu. Yep. Chi-Yu's Choice Scarf lock, so I'm not really worried about Snarl because Calyrex doesn't have any HP to survive anything. Absolutely no damage, but at this point doesn't matter. And that's enough to make us faster than his Chi-Yu as well. Perfect. Alright, so light screen wears off, so we're going to do a little bit more damage here. We still have fake tears on our Flutter. I think you should switch out Calyrex here because, I mean, just giving it up. I could Moonblast that slot. This game's not over yet, but I think it favors me. My opponent has to try to keep his Calyrex alive, but if he just... Oh, we miss. Well, guys, I don't know. Missing Icy Wind is crazy. Yeah, because I mean, I can't beat the Chi-Yu. I needed to get a Moonblast into it. Yeah, Flutter being alive still there, like, is what we needed to win, because now I could have went for Moonblast. Yeah. So unless some miracle double crit happens, like, this game should be over. Something told me to click Moonblast into the Calyrex slot. I don't know why I didn't. Because even if I hit Icy Wind, I risk missing Heat Wave, right? The optimal play was to just Moonblast that slot. It covers for a switch. It covers for Calyrex staying in and attacking, and Icy Wind and Heat Wave missing, right? So it's on me. I misplayed, and there was a way I could have played a lot better. We still win if we get a crit here on the Chi-Yu, but that's asking for a lot at this point. Yeah, we would have won with a crit. Alright, but we played it well. Props to my opponent. He found us out and he got that win. But like I said, I misplayed. I should have just Moonblasted Calyrex. And that is definitely on me because we played really good around that Calyrex. But I can own that loss. Yeah, I think I played that match perfect. Like I said, the only thing I should have did was Moonblast. But I need to take my time when I'm selecting my moves. This is why you should, when you have the time, you should take your time to select your moves. And think about when you're up like the way I was, you should think about what are the ways that you can lose. And it didn't come to me that because I clicked my move so fast that if I miss Icy Wind, that his Calyrex can move before my Chi-Yu and get KOs, right? So it should have just been a Moonblast, and then even if he didn't switch, it would have been a single target Heat Wave. Would have done a little bit more chip to Chi-Yu, and then we just Moonblast the Chi-Yu the next turn, or Moonblast the Grimmsnarl, and then my Calyrex should be able to close it out from that point. But that was a fun game. Let's keep going. All right, we got Maridon. So this is not the world's team. They have Grimmsnarl, Volcarona. The only thing that doesn't like expanding force is the Grimmsnarl. We're still doing plenty of damage to Frigoraph even though we're resisted. I think Indeedee is okay to lead in case he leads like a Frigoraph mode. Grimmsnarl is pretty annoying for my team. Pretty sure the Volcarona is going to be Rocky Helmet. I actually think I can just burst my opponent's team with Flutter Chi-Yu. And come in with Calyrex and Indeedee in the back. I like that because Flutter with the fake tears, we kind of allow us to break through screens if he is the screen set. Let's see, what do you got? Volcarona. Alright, so this is Quiverdan's light screen. So I'm gonna fake tears this slot and then just Heat Wave. That's a good play. I could have Moonblasted the Grim. Yeah, he can't really. 50%. You can't really switch anything in here. Not like we're using priority, so Farigiraf doesn't make sense. Miraidon's still taking a huge chip. That's a good play. We do miss Heat Wave. Alright, but we take the Grim out. We're still faster than Volcarona. Alright, so he's at -1 special defense. We're gonna go with Icy Wind here, switching Indeedee. You take shit from that? Yeah, that is contact. Contact special move. Alright. So we Icy Wind doesn't really do much there. I think I need to keep Fake Tears in this slot. I think Miraidon probably wants to switch here. Yep. Farigiraf is really not doing much here. I mean, you continue to get boosted up, I get it, but you're still dropping your special defense. Alright, he is +3 special attack right now. What is Farigiraf going for here? Sucks. Missing the Heat Wave there is huge, but we do get the chip Miraidon here. Alright, we've been fortunate that Flutter's been able to move every turn. Yep, figure he's going on the attack here. Oh, he missed Heat Wave, nice. Connect off ours. Beautiful. think we let him get the double KO here. A nicey win and switch in Indeedee. And then we come out with Calyrex and Chi-Yu. That's fine. I don't think you can switch in Miraidon here. So I'm gonna Heat Wave and click Expanding Force into Volcarona slap. But he didn't switch in here, so we may just take out for a graph. It's gonna be close. The protect there was kind of obvious because he's trying to break Calyrex Sash. Alright, but Chi-Yu should be able to double KO here without the light screen up. And he's at -1 special defense. I should have protected last turn. If we survive this with Chi-Yu, we should be in a good spot. And you're +3, but this is still Chi-Yu. It's resisted and we're especially bulky. Nice. And a double connect Heat Wave. Beautiful. And that should be all she wrote. The Volcarona set was cute, but we stalled out the screens. And him not being able to like pick up KOs with Volcarona and also Flutter dropping his special defense was huge because the Volcarona just can't run away with the game on the special defense side. And that's why Fake Tears is on this Flutter main set. Can you imagine if we didn't get the paralysis and we were able to move first every time? Yeah, but now we just Ghost Tera out Barrage and pick up the KO. If he's Choice Scarf, we might be in some trouble. I might should have terrored Chi-Yu. He is Choice Scarf. I should have terrored Chi-Yu. Let's single target Heat Wave gets it. Oh, let's go Chi-Yu. It's so good. I misplayed there. But honestly, with Chi-Yu being at like 40%, Electro Drift might still KO me with the Electric Terrain up. Even resist it. So I'm pretty sure it's probably modest if it's Choice Scarf, right? And I thought about it being Choice Scarf because Volcarona was at +1 and Miraidon Volt switched out before it. So I should have thought about that a little bit more, but Chi-Yu being so strong with the choice specs, like it is so amazing on this team. Like you see, we did 50% to Grimmsnarl with light screen up. We still did 70% to Volcarona with light screen up and being at -1 special defense. So Chi-Yu is so strong, man. It fits this team really well. It activates Flutter. Flutter activates Chi-Yu and vice versa. Chi-Yu activates the Calyrex and Flutter also activates the Calyrex. So it's a really cool synergy between those three. But let's keep going. Alright, we got a really high ranked opponent, and they have an opposing Calyrex team. So it looks like people are straying away from the Protect the King setup Calyrex. That playstyle is pretty boring in my opinion anyway. He does have Rillaboom, but as you see, he has Chi-Yu and Whimsicott, so he may have Tailwind, Fake Tears, and supporting Calyrex with Chi-Yu. So I still think my Chi-Yu matches good into his team with Indeedee. I can't really bring Amoongus because he has Chi-Yu and Rillaboom. And Chimpao, right? My Urshifu is weak to Rillaboom. Doesn't outspeed the Calyrex. But my team can play under Trick Room. And in that case, I think my Urshifu is strong under Trick Room. So I think I leave Flutter this game. If he doesn't play a Whimsicott-centric game, then I should have brought my Flutter. But I think you almost always bring Whimsicott because my team looks pretty speedy. Yep. Alright, so I think we Water Tera here and Trick Room, Heat Wave. Alright, so we get our Tera off. Let's see, what do we have? Perfect. Hopefully he goes for a Heat Wave. Let's see if he goes for a Snarl. Oh, it's overheat. He's trying to nuke my Indeedee. Even if I didn't Tera, that wouldn't have got the KO. You see, he didn't do it for half, right? Oh, and Whimsicott's not focused, Sash. This is what we want, because we want to get all his pieces out on the field. And now we just click Helping Hand. Or I could click Follow Me. But yeah, now he's in a really bad spot. So this is the Trick Room variant of the team. That although this team is very speedy, it does have an option to play under Trick Room against Tailwind teams. And now I just click Helping Hand Heat Wave because there's no point to Follow Me because he has double targeting moves here. Chi-Yu probably wants to switch, but whatever's coming in is taking a Helping Hand, Choice Specs, Heat Wave. And he just feels like he has to set that Tailwind up right because once Whimsicott can just go down, he doesn't want to lose the Speed War, so we kind of forced him to set Tailwind. Oh my god, goodbye Calyrex. I don't think the crit mattered there because he's not focused Sash. That's Helping Hand, Choice Specs, Heat Wave. And that only, yeah, my opponent's probably gonna exit the game at this point. If he scoops, I wouldn't be surprised because there's still 3 turns of Trick Room, 2 turns of Tailwind. His Chi-Yu is locked in at -4, and Chimpao can't really do much, and I can just Follow Me to break the Sash. So this game should be pretty much over. GG's. And that is why this Indeedee is on this team. It is so good. It does not need any attacking moves. The Rocky Helmet is good enough. You could drop Imprison for like an attacking move, but when you're going against hard Trick Room teams, I'd rather not have to play the guessing game of whether they're going to set Trick Room or not or just attack. Imprison just ensures that they can't get up Trick Room and force them to try to take out Indeedee. And Water Tera is so good on this Indeedee because Calyrex can't hit you for super effective damage, and it can't hit you for neutral damage with its Icicle. Glacial Lance, I should say, is resisted, and High Horsepower is neutral. And if High Horsepower is you, it takes Rocky Helmet Chip. So it's a perfect Tera for this Pokemon. But let's keep going. Alright, we got Terapagos here. It does not, Calyrex does not like Terapagos with Calm Mind, but we do have Expanding Force to hit it. He only has Meowscarada, which, funny enough, is pretty annoying for my team. But again, I think my opponent is forced to play towards Whimsicott. We gotta bring Urshifu to this matchup. Surging Strikes in close combat do really good into these Sandy Shocks and Terapagos. I think he may play towards his Indeedee. But even if he does, Chi-Yu just does really good damage. So we're bringing the same core. I don't really see Amoongus being able to do much here. And Flutter just kind of gets wrecked by Meowscarada if it has Focus Sash, Urshifu with Choice Scarf. And we can reduce the special. If he didn't have Whimsicott, I would go with Flutter. Probably over the Indeedee. But since he does, they kind of be forced to lead Whimsicott and go for Tailwind. Especially if they're not Focus Sash, because they can just lose their Whimsicott turn 1. And if I don't go for Trick Room, then they most likely get outsped by my team. So alright, does my Indeedee survive? I think we do survive Surging Strikes. So I'm gonna Trick Room here. Grass Tera, Heat Wave. Urshifu's a good lead because it threatens a KO onto my Chi-Yu, and I kind of like Chi-Yu sweeping under Trick Room, so. Alright. Doesn't look like he's going for a Tera here with Urshifu, so we should be able to survive Surging Strikes. Oh, he's not setting up Tailwind. Okay. Oh, he did set up Tailwind. Okay, but the Rocky Helmet plus Heat Wave KOs Urshifu, so. He's probably gonna close combat instead, but even dropping your special defense, Heat Wave is doing a lot here. But we pretty much just put my opponent in the same trap. It's funny because in the last season I had a Chi-Yu trap on my other team, the Kieran Black team, with the Zapdos and the Ground Terror Chi-Yu against Miraidon. And this team has a Chi-Yu trap with Indeedee where we trap the Whimsicotts in the setting up Tailwind. But this is Choice Specs Heat Wave, so like it should be a 2 KO onto the Indeedee. It's not Psychic Seed. We miss Heat Wave though. Okay.
But what I'm gonna go for now is he's gonna protect Urshifu. So I'm gonna go for Imprison and Heat Wave. And this is why this Indeedee has Imprison. Yep. But now you cannot reverse Trick Room, so. And I think his Indeedee may be able to survive a Helping Hand Heat Wave, depending on how bulky it is. But you're not getting out of this Trick Room trap. Nice. Yep, now you have no switches. Oh man, Chi-Yu under Trick Room is so good. You just can't do much. And we know Terrapagos and Whimsicott in the back. He has somewhat stalled out his own Tailwind though. If I was him, I would switch out Urshifu into in Whimsicott and sack it, but it looks like he's not gonna sack it. He may double protect here. He doesn't. Alright, so we just get 2 KOs. Terrapagos comes in, but at this point, we know Terrapagos is gonna Tera to get rid of the Psychic Terrain. Who do I want to bring in? I need to KO the Whimsicott. I don't think Terrapagos one-shots us, and I need Urshifu with close combat pressure, so I think Calyrex I mean, I have Psyshock, right? Is there a need for me to have Expanding Force? Yeah, because Indeedee's not doing anything. I think I can just Psyshock. Psyshock close combat should win me the game. Oh, he went for Meteor Beam. I could have switched in Calyrex here to preserve my terrain. Does this KO me? I don't think so. Nice. We miss Heat Wave. Hit the Whimsicott. Okay, we don't miss. I be forgetting the Tera Shell got it. Oh! And we get the bird. And since he's faster than me on the Trick Room, my Urshifu definitely outspeeds that. So we're just a close combat away from winning this game. Oh man, the Chi-Yu Trick Room trap is so good. Like, Chi-Yu traps in general, when Chi-Yu has a damage output of a restricted, is just very scary in my opinion. But I mean, we outspeed you. Now the Trick Room's over, so you can Tera, but Heat Wave might even just KO you. Man, this team is strong. So we get the KO here, single target Heat Wave. Chi-Yu's so good. We didn't even need Calyrex or Urshifu, which are Calyrex is my restricted, and Urshifu in some positions can feel like a restricted too. But Chi-Yu is definitely like a pseudo restricted, man. This thing just offers so much damage. Spread damage too. It's so good, man. It is so funny. Like I said in the, earlier in that match, my Kirin team had a Chi-Yu trap with protecting Zapdos and Ground Terror into Terra Blast into Miraidon, which can trap those Miraidon teams, which were very common at the beginning of the format. And now, like, you know, Tailwind offense is very common right now. And Chi-Yu with Indeedee being able to, because Chi-Yu can be Choice Scarf and very offensive, they usually want a Tailwind to outspeed it, right, to get damage off. And when they do that, they fall into the trap where they're setting up, allowing me to set up Trick Room with Indeedee. And if you try to knock out the Indeedee. Water Terror usually covers for everything that can knock out Indeedee. And if you feel like your Chi-Yu's threatened, like I just did, then Grass Terror covered for Surging Strikes going into that slot, right? So it's a really cool strategy, really cool trap, and as you see, it works really well. All right, so we have that balanced C team, and I think this one is actually gonna be the double fake out redirection team. So you know, Chi-Yu Indeedee kind of breaks these teams down. Urshifu. Actually, I think I need to leave Flutter. Yeah, Flutter in the back to give me some late game speed control so my Calyrex can thrive. Alright, so we got Incineroar, Grim. This is fine by me because this tells me it's probably Rillaboom in the back with Calyrex. But I would expect Clefairy actually, so this means that there's no terrain control from him. So we can just go follow me Heat Wave. Light Screen and this resisted, we're still chipping things down to set up for a Calyrex sweep. Classic Grim Incineroar lead from like the Sword and Shield days. Right, here's Light Screen. I expect Heat Wave to do maybe 20% to Incineroar. We saw it did 50% before the Grim. Alright, this Grim's a little bit more bulky. Alright, so we take some Rocky Helmet Chip. This is exactly what we want because now I can just get my Calyrex in and Grimmsnarl and Incineroar are both going to be in range. And then once I get to +2 on Calyrex, then Light Screen really doesn't matter at that point. We do miss Heat Wave, that's unfortunate. Alright, but Grim is in range. Alright, so the Grim is faster than the Incineroar. So he knocks off our choice specs. I would have loved to hit that thing with Heat Wave. I think I want to protect here and Dark Pulse Incineroar. That should put it in range. Ghost Tera, Astral Barrage plus another Dark Pulse. And you see, if we would have hit that Heat Wave, this Incineroar would have definitely been in range of getting knocked out this turn. That's a good switch. What are you switching in? Oh, Clefairy, okay. It's not a bad switch. Alright. I want to preserve my Sash on this, so I'm going to bring out Flutter here. Grimmsnarl's just one attack away from getting KO'd. So. And if you knock off into the Calyrex slot, it's fine because we have the booster energy being activated, so knockoff is not going to do as much. But we don't have our choice specs, but we're still chipping things down. Hopefully he's not Citrus Berry. He is, okay. This is not good. Alright, but we do have Fake Tears now. This team is Life Citrus Berry and the Life Dew is really tough here. Okay, we do get the Fake Tears off, so this is huge. This Light Screen is going to be wearing off, so. If he Life Dews again, I think that's gonna really hurt. Yikes. So most Clefairies aren't carrying Life Dew. This makes it very, very hard to win here. Because they have After You, Follow Me, Helping Hand, and Protect. This is a perfect counter to our team. Still 3 turns of Light Screen. Maybe if I can get Clefairy in range of being knocked out, I can sweep with Calyrex. I just need to get +1, right? Before I can start snowballing. Incineroar would have been knocked out already, not for the Life Dew. This Clefairy, man. Alright, what we can do is attack now. He has a knockoff into my Calyrex, which is fine. I only have 1 turn to be able to take an attack from him. Like, having, like, Protect, Citrus Berry, Life Dew, like, like, this is not a very common Incineroar that you usually see. And it has Flare Blitz plus knockoff, so it's not running Parting Shot. Look how much damage that did. Okay, we are close to getting a KO here. Wait, we can still win this game. Because I don't think you're going to be in range to not get knocked out this turn. Yeah, you're getting knocked out. And I can make sure Incineroar goes down with a Dark Pulse. I think we got a crit on the Heat Wave, so I think that was huge. And unless Grimmsnarl has something like Sucker Punch, like we're in a good spot. I'm not sure what I mean, he's stalling out his own light screen, so. Astral Barrage might just get the double KO here. Without light screen up. The only thing you could switch in here is like Sash Calyrex into the Clefairy slot. But if we just knock out Incineroar with a single Astral Barrage, then Dark Pulse gets redirected into Calyrex. But I don't think with this type of team, I don't think you're focused. I don't know what he's protecting for. Oh, he's stalling out Astral Barrage. Alright, that's a +1 though. I see what he's doing. My opponent is very smart. I'm not gonna lie. This is a good player because how many Astral Barrages do I have left? I have 2 left. I think my opponent protects his Calyrex here. Alright, Fairy. The double protect on Clefairy is a bit annoying because the Frame Guard is offering him some type of protection here. Why didn't I click Heat Wave here? He's just gonna light you up, right? Yeah. That was a misplay by me. I should have clicked Heat Wave to knock out the Clefairy. I think Chi-Yu should be able to take another Astral Barrage though. And then we just KO Grim with the Dark Pulse. Come on, Chi-Yu. Nice. We do need to hit Heat Wave right now. Come on, Chi-Yu. Nice. Alright, I did misplay the previous turn because I should have just knocked out the Clefairy because I was trying to be greedy and knock out the Clefairy with my Calyrex, but the Clefairy's Frame Guard is what allowed his Calyrex to survive, right?
the only thing he can do to win here is have Sucker Punch. So if he has it, he has it. If he doesn't, we just won. Nice. Woo. These games are getting tight. Let's keep going. That was an awesome game. That was a very cool game. Let's keep going. All right, so we are finished with this team, and this team is amazing. So like, just like in the previous Regulation G when I made the Calyrex Flutter main Chi-Yu team, this team just holds up still, right? I believe that this is the best way and the funnest way to play Calyrex when you are just snowballing with the Focus Sash. You always survive the hit, and you're not necessarily trying to set up with like Nasty Plot and Calm Mind, but you're just snowballing and just using fake tears to break through everything, right? And this team does a really good job at that. We didn't really bring the Amoongus in this video, but in my team practicing with this team, like, it's been a lot of matches where Calyrex just has a really good matchup to your opponent's team and he doesn't have opposing terrain. And you just lead Indeedee Calyrex and they can't really touch Calyrex because Indeedee redirects because they don't have really good spread moves. And then once Indeedee goes down, you come in with Amoongus, and Amoongus is also threatening redirection and Spore, which is really good. I also had a couple matches when I practiced where you can just bring Amoongus Calyrex and you threaten either Astral Barrage, Ghost Tera Astral Barrage, or you threaten a Spore, right? And it kind of makes your opponent have to pick which one they want. And if you protect Calyrex and put something to sleep, you're just in a really good solid spot. So there is a lot of applications where Amoongus is really helpful. I do know that I believe on the previous team I had like a ground type in that slot. Maybe I think it was Landorus or Ursaluna. You could put one of those there. I think Ursaluna Dark would be pretty good too. But the only thing about Ursaluna Dark is it clearly shows that you have more so of a Trick Room mode to your team. And the Chi-Yu trap doesn't work as well because they're not really incentivized to click Tailwind, because they know that you have a Trick Room sweeper in the back, right? And that's the only thing with the Ursalunas that could kind of hinder this team, is that they don't necessarily play towards setting up Tailwind. And this team only functions good under Trick Room when they set up Tailwind, right? Because otherwise we're relatively fast. And playing against Tailwind, you don't want to have your Flutter main out there, right? But if they don't have opposing Tailwind, then this Flutter main set is like absolutely incredible because it just allows Chi-Yu and Urshifu to outspeed everything and then just remove, stuff from the field. So this team is really cool. The Urshifu being able to counter opposing Amoongus is really solid with the taunt. Also being able to shut down, just set up and stuff like that and just break through protects is really solid. This Flutter main activating Chi-Yu and Calyrex is absolutely huge for the success of this team, and also being normal Tera so that you always win the Calyrex mirror is really solid. And as you saw in this video, like Chi-Yu just does massive amounts of damage with the Choice Specs, right? It's a really good mon, and even though Choice Scarf is good, the damage output from Chi-Yu when you can position it or protect it with redirection is just so freaking good. So this team is really fun. I give it a 10 out of 10. There's a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Pokebase down in the description below. And if you guys feel like this is a team that you're excited to try and you want to use it, just go ahead and leave a subscription for me. Subscribe, because we're very, very close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm trying to, get there so that we can do some more things with the channel. And I got a lot of things in store for you guys. So if this is something that you're interested, or if you like my teams, go ahead and subscribe for me and turn on those post notifications so that you don't miss a single video. But that's gonna be it for this one. Stay tuned. More videos soon. Deuces.